Ever since I was a young child, I wore my brother's clothes, yearning to be a boy like him. But my mother was never happy about this. Whenever she caught me, she would punish me severely. My father supported me quietly and secretly bought me the clothes I loved. By 6th grade, I knew I was attracted to girls and was even in a relationship with one. Many of my friends were afraid of me because I acted like a boy. I had only one friend who truly understood me. She encouraged me to talk to my crush. Since I had no other peers like me, I mainly played with boys. After my annual exams, a matchmaker visited our home. My family was poor and had been talking about marrying me off since 7th grade. The proposal was considered decent, and within a week, I was married. I didn't understand what marriage was. People dressed me up like a doll, and I just moved as I was told. Some villagers tried to stop it, saying it was an illegal underage marriage. But my mother and uncles worked closely with the panchayat. No one dared intervene. To convince me to marry, my mother emotionally blackmailed me and threatened to kill herself if I refused. I was terrified that she would hang herself if I didn't comply. On my wedding day, everyone celebrated, and I stood there feeling nothing. After marriage, I was forced to engage in a physical relationship. If I refused, I was beaten, and sometimes I was starved for days. When I tried to tell my natal family, they did not help. Instead, they sent me medicines to make me sexually active. Whether I was willing or ready didn't matter to them. Only their will did. I stayed in my room, too afraid to speak to anyone from my in-laws. When I mustered up the courage to tell them I wanted to continue my education, they flatly refused. They thought I would start an affair with a boy and run away from home. When no one was around, I wore my husband's clothes privately. They truly believed that marriage would change me. And if not marriage, then bearing a child would cure me. But even after my daughter was born, nothing changed in me. The violence at my in-laws became so unbearable that I would call my mother, despite knowing my mother would be of no help. I stayed with her for a while, sometimes a month or two, but without telling me, my parents would call my in-laws to take me back with them, again and again. When I tried to run away, the police would instead want to reason with me and always sent me back. And my folks would take me from the police station back to where I was. For that reason, I knew I had to run far, far away. Today, I live in Kolkata with my partner, working at a community canteen where everyone else is like me. I used to think I'm too different to find friendship or companionship. Some friends from school told me that there was something wrong with me, and I believed it even a while ago. I often questioned myself for feeling and acting this way. Once I joined social media, I realized I was not the problem. I always believed that I am an outsider. Now that I'm surrounded by people who are like me and understand me, I realized I was mixing with the wrong crowd. My greatest regret is not being able to meet my daughter anymore. Earlier, I was allowed to speak to her, but now I'm blocked everywhere. The gifts I send are returned, and all I have are pictures and videos sent secretly by my aunt. I don't want to take her away. I only want to see her. They feared if she stayed with me, she would become like me. They would probe her to ask whether she would call me Ma or Baba. I always told her she could call me anything she liked. Even if she called me Ma, I had no problems with that. When I first left home, the pain of losing her was unbearable. My mother advised me never to contact them again and to file for a divorce. I didn't, because as long as I did not file for divorce, my daughter will be cared for. The kind of support I found at the canteen is beyond what I ever had. I have a chosen family here where everyone has each other's back. Witnessing similar struggles, coming from similar backgrounds, we have the courage to stand by each other in times of distress. I once believed that without education, I could do nothing. Now, I know that with support, there is nothing I cannot do, cannot be. I aspire to fight for the legal custody of my child and wish that someday we would all live together in peace. In 2022, I came to suffer for equality, and Rahul was born. He is the part of me I carried inside, all alone, afraid, ashamed, and now finally free.